Miss Moore, aptly, will be playing the part of inappropriate Sue.
What a to-do to die today at a minute or two to two. A distinctly difficult thing to say, but harder still to do.
Stop.
Yeah, what is A to Do as a television show with a good old-fashioned good cop meeting civilian consultant shtick supposed to do to survive for 2 seasons or longer? My name is Half T, and I'm here to speak about the $64,000 question. Has the good cop, civilian, popo, pro, cop, consultant, future cop, civilian relationship shtick become old?
Cool.
Now, we all know about the classics, right? There's Castle, there's Bones, there's Mentalist, the ones that set the tone for all of these other future shows that are now on television for far shorter time than their predecessors. Predecessors.
And cash into the safe. Combination still my birthday?
Anyway, if you look closely, if you Google, you'll notice that Bones, Castle, and Mentalist in their time survived far longer than at least 5 seasons each. A piece. Bones survived for 12 years, 12 seasons. Now, none of the new cop, civilian, consultant procedural dramas have been able to find the same footing, be it Lucifer, be it Limitless, Perception, Deception. I guess it has something to do with the fact that they all sound the same, but they're not the same, but they are the same. I don't know what I'm going on about here.
Won't have sex with me.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining that Bones lasted longer or Deception, I really did like Deception. I'm sorry guys, I really enjoyed it even though it was really awkward in the beginning. My question is, why do people think that this shtick does not work while it clearly does?
This is, are you, rich? Yeah. Right.
I actually have solid reasons as to why shows like these work and why people watch them and how cancelling them too early can be a mistake. Now, I don't know whether I should list them, but...
Nah, that was awesome. Joan, everything you just said, I want you to do it, alright? Let's talk about it.
Alright then, Cameron, only for your beautiful British face. Well, now I'll list the reasons I think this theme still works. My reasons are not going to consider things that go beyond the creative control. So stuff like production money, network, politics, the need for diverse roles or strong female leads. It's not going to consider these aspects about the show itself. It's just going to consider the theme or the idea of this procedural drama method.
Oh, I get it.
The thing with the older shows is that they hoped that their entire narrative would survive with the relationship storyline between the cop and the consultant and how that would drive the entirety of the show for 8 seasons, 12 seasons, 7 seasons. And to be fair, it did. But did it get boring? Yes. Did you want to change the channel? Yes. And did you end up on another show with a similar concept? Yes.
Cool. Very gross.
Now, the newer shows have something completely different going on for them. They took the same idea of a coupled procedural drama and Marvel Cinematic Universe the hell out of it. They made sure that the same concept of 2 people running the entire show didn't become redundant. They added the concept of a world-class illusionist, a guy on NZT, a doctor who got scratched and is now a zombie. And then didn't stop there. They added the coexistence of zombies and normal human race. And then they added the illusionist twin brother who is wrongly accused and now imprisoned. All of which adds to the explorative narrative of the show and makes it more rounded. And well, less boring. This exploration of how the narrative can have more layers makes it more enjoyable to watch.
You couldn't just yell, drop the glass?
When I say layers, I don't mean the Shonda Rhimes method of killing off every third person or the time-lapse method in every single comic book show, like Arrow, Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Supergirl, Punisher, Daredevil. I don't mean those. I mean just the layering of stories that makes the show in itself more dynamic and less mundane in comparison to the older shows with similar themes. By the way, in making this particular video, I realized how much all of these shows seem like a Friday dinner at the Trump household, meaning the White House. Can really see now how much more representation of other races we require and storylines that are not carried by men. But as I said, I would not speak about these things, and my word is oak. I am not going to speak about these things. Another thing I really enjoy about these shows are the relationship dynamics they offer. They all require a right-hand man or go-to a friend or a family member that holds you back when you're at your worst.
Tell us.
And because all of these characters are not the lead, it gives more and more people the opportunity to be exposed on television. Newer actors show their faces on TV without having the pressure of carrying the entirety of the show.
What exactly is it that you do here?
As the expansion of characterization is endless with regards to main two characters, be it their families, their exes, their future potential partners, their partners that show them that they have to be with each other, whatever it may be, it gives already structured storytelling more of a restructuring opportunity and the potential to go places they didn't want to go initially.
This little kid's Jeffrey Vox's son.
So what about the alternative, right? What about the other crime-based shows or procedural dramas that have more than 2 or 4 or 5 main characters and not just 2? What happens with procedural dramas when there are one too many characters as the main characters? It becomes a crock-pot of a mess, like a June wedding on Christmas Day, with one too many things going on. Be it with characters, concepts, or storytelling, it just becomes a huge mess, and usually that becomes more frustrating to watch and leading to a heavy decline in the 18 to 49 ratings and hence to cancellation.
We came to save you.
So basically, the alternative does not work either. So why must we mess with a tried and tested method that did survive for a long time? So I don't know. I think it does work, and I think it hasn't gotten old yet. And I think if we reconsidered all those TV shows that just got cancelled in the massive axing of 2018, I guess we would have seen some badass stories and badass narratives that now we have missed out on. Now I'm hopeful and wishful other networks like NBC, who picked up Brooklyn Nine-Nine before it got shot, it can happen to these shows too, or they can come up with a new procedural drama with the same coupled platform and will not be a complete mess like how the X-Files 2.0 was.
You have to be patient.
I'm not sure whether all of these things that I've said is even valid or it makes most amount of TV sense. I am still for this old theme. What is your opinion? Why don't you tell me? Do you think this still works, or do you think some things old should just die? I don't know. Let me know if you want to. My name is Hafti, so good night and let me know what happens.
Reality is exactly what we see and hear instead of what we fantasize about or dream or, maybe hallucinate.